Good morning, dear students. So, in the previous classes, we have discussed about the chapter chemical equations, and in that chapter, we have learned how to write the formula of the compound, how to balance the chemical equation, what is the necessity to balance the chemical equation, and also we have studied about the mole concept, right? Few numericals in the mole concept. Now, today we are going to start the second chapter, that is acids, bases, and salts. Acids, bases, and salts. A very, very important chapter which is going to be continued in your plus one intermediate. Okay, now coming to this chapter, acid, bases, salts. These three terms, acid, bases, and salts, are there in our daily life. We use them in our daily life. What are the compounds that we have written the formula for the compounds in the first chapter, right? In that, many of them are salts, acids, bases, acidic salts, basic salts, neutral salts. So we have in our daily life, we use many compounds, right? Many compounds, either for the external use or for the intake as a food. In that, we have acids, bases, and salts. Acids, bases, and the salts. And few acids were found in naturally, and few of them are prepared artificially in the laboratory. For example, our day begins with the base. Our day begins with the base. The example for that is the toothpaste. Toothpaste. Toothpaste is basic in nature. Toothpaste is basic in nature, right? For example, when we eat the food particles get stuck between the teeth. The fats, the sugars that are present in the food will make the teeth to undergo decay. The tooth decomposition or tooth decay takes place because of the deposition of food in the teeth, right, between the teeth. Okay, the food that we consume contains oils, fats, sugars. So these will damage the teeth and that leads to the decay. So in order to clean that acids, to clean that fats, oily substances, we use the toothpaste that is basic in nature. That is basic in nature. And not only that, even you might have observed the advertisements of the toothpaste, right? Saying that మీ టూత్పేస్ట్ లో ఉప్పు ఉందా, మీ టూత్పేస్ట్ లో నిమ్మకాయ ఉందా, మీ టూత్పేస్ట్ లో వేప ఉందా, మీ టూత్పేస్ట్ లో బొగ్గు ఉందా. So why they are asking all these things, right? Earlier, when toothpaste was not introduced or not that much in use, right, we used to have coal. Coal used to be powdered, and that powdered coal is used to clean the teeth. To clean the teeth. The advantage of the coal is to absorb the germs. It is having the absorbing nature. It absorbs the dirt present in the mouth. So that is going to clean the teeth. And later on, right, many people even now also uses the neem sticks. Neem sticks. You know, the neem sticks are exported to the foreign countries. Neem sticks are exported to the foreign countries to clean the teeth. Foreign countries, they have these neem trees very less in number. Sometimes they do not observe. So the neem products patent is given to India. India is having the patent rights on the neem products. So they'll export the neem sticks to the foreign countries. So they'll buy the neem sticks. Here we'll get freely, right? We'll throw it out. So the other countries, they'll buy these neem sticks to clean the teeth. Okay, are you able to follow? Even we use salt to clean the teeth. Salt to clean the teeth. Are you all able to follow? So this is what the toothpaste our day begins with the base. Right now, after that, your brushing is done. Now you go for the bath. Now the soap that we use is again a basic nature. The soap that we are using, right? It is a basic in nature. The soap that we use consists of what? It's a base. It's basic in nature. Now fine. After that, you will get ready to have your breakfast. You will get ready to have your breakfast. How many of you like lemon rice? Lemon rice. Lemon rice. None of you? Tamarind rice. Lemon rice, tamarind rice, right? I'm very fond of having this lemon rice and tamarind rice. Now lemon and tamarind, acidic in nature. Acidic in nature, citric acid. Citric acid is present in them. Citric acid, right? And for example, when you go to any hotel, you ask for the sambar idli and how the sambar is prepared using this tamarind, which contains what? Citric acid. It contains what? Citric acid. So our day begins with the base, continues with the base. So when you go for the bath, we use the soap, so that contains base. And when you go for the breakfast, it begins with acids. Begins with what? Acid. And you are suggested, right? Fruits are not to be taken on empty stomach. Right? You will be said that you should not take the fruits on empty stomach. Why? Can you tell me why? Why you are not supposed to take fruits on empty stomach? Why? Why you are not supposed to take? No answer. Fruits, they contain acids. They contain acids, acidic in nature. Acidic in nature. Right? You have amla. Right? Amla, Indian gooseberry, usirikaya, amla. It contains acids. Right? Tea, tannic acid. Milk, lactic acid. Right? Mango, citric acid. Right? Bulletin. All the fruits, right, which are sour to taste, they contain acids. Lemon, citric acid. Butter, butyric acid. Apple, malic acid. Right? So all these things, they contain acids. The fruits contains acidic. Tomato, oxalic acid. Tomato, oxalic acid. Very healthy. Tomato is very healthy. Raw tomato is very healthy. You just give the slices of tomatoes, just sprinkle the salt and have it. It is very good to taste and also it's very good for health. Raw tomato, not the cooked one. Raw tomato. Right? All of them, they contain acids in it which are found naturally. Which are found naturally. Right? So you have the toothpaste, which is basic in nature, soap, basic in nature, and the lemon, tamarind, mango, right? Amla, and then milk, butter, tea. These all these things they consist of what? Acids. They consist acids. Okay, so our day begins with acids and bases. Acids and bases, right? Now, generally, we have a question. Not only the fruits, right? Even the vegetables. Vegetables are also acidic, and you have a bitter gourd. Bitter gourd, which is basic in nature. The vegetable bitter gourd is basic in nature, and you know the kiwi fruit also, right? Kiwi fruit also is acidic, and it also has like basic natures, and right, and even you know the papaya. Papaya has a basic nature, okay, which increase the platelets, which increases the platelet count in our body, right? Whenever you are suffering from any typhoid or if there is a fall of platelet count in our body, you are asked to take the kiwi and papaya. Kiwi and papaya, right? Sometimes you will be given the papaya leaf juice, right? The juice is prepared by using this papaya leaves to increase the platelet count. And for example, whenever you fall sick and you go to the doctor and say, doctor says that the hemoglobin content in your blood is very less. The hemoglobin content in your blood is very less. So you are supposed to take the iron food. Iron food. It doesn't mean that iron nails, iron spoons, or iron material you have to eat. So iron that is found as a mineral in the food. Iron that is found as a mineral in the foods. So for example, the spinach, palakura, spinach. Spinach consists of folic acid. Spinach consists of what? Folic acid. So folic acid, which is very useful to build up the iron, in the hemoglobin, which increases the hemoglobin content in the blood. If the hemoglobin content in the blood decreases, we'll fall anemic, right? We'll fall anemic. So, ante blood content తగ్గిపోతుంది అన్నమాట బాడీలో. Okay, so to increase the hemoglobin in the blood, so we prefer to take the folic acid, which is found more in spinach. Which is found more in spinach. Okay, so this is all about the fruits and vegetables, which has the acids and basic nature. And not only fruits and vegetables, even the insects, the animals, they also use these acids and bases as their self defense. As their self defense. Say for example, ant. Whenever you get any ant bites, you can see the allergy and a little swelling over your skin. So that is because of the acid that is released by the ants. And that acid is the formic acid. That is what? Formic acid. So formic acid is present in the ants and honeybee. It is used as which is used to protect themselves. See the honeybee sting mullu. See the honeybee sting consists of what? Formic acid. Even the ant also consists of formic acid. So whenever you get any attack or bite of the ant or honeybee, we get some sort of irritation on the skin that is due to the release of formic acid into our body. Right? If one or two honeybees, right, or they attack us, okay, fine. But if many honeybees attacks, right, you have to rush to the hospital. And immediate remedy to control the irritation of ant bite or the honeybee bite, you have to apply the soap, because it is releasing what? Acid. So to neutralize that, so to neutralize acid effect on the skin, we have to rub over it with the what? Paste, that is the soap. Or sometimes you might have observed, your parents might have applied the toothpaste, because it is what? Basic in nature. So you can apply either toothpaste or soap to reduce the irritation, to control the pain or the inflammation. But if you are attacked by many honeybees, right, so don't apply the paste and soap over your body and sit aside. You have to rush to the hospital immediately. Understood? So immediate remedy can be done by using the soap or the toothpaste, which is basic. But here there is another insect, that is wasp. Honeybee and తేనెటీగ. తేనెటీగ. Wasp and కందిరీగ, I mean, which is bigger in size. Bigger in size. So wasp contains the substance which is used as self-defense, that is alkaline, basic in nature. Basic in nature, right? Ant and honeybee contains formic acid, right? Ant and honeybee contains formic acid. Wasp contains base. So you should know the difference. Which one has attacked you, either honeybee or wasp? If you don't know either honeybee or wasp, if you apply the base, if you apply the toothpaste or soap over it, and if it gives you more burning sensation, that means what is attacked you? Wasp. So wasp contains basic substance, right? Basic substance. Honeybee contains acid. Honeybee contains what? Acid, right? Not only that, even our stomach, the gastric fluid or gastric juice, gastric the food that is digested in the stomach, that is because of the what? Gastric juice, HCl, HCl. So that is why it is said that you should not skip your meal. You should not skip your meal. Have a breakfast like a king. Have the breakfast like a king, and have your dinner like a beggar. There is a statement that have your breakfast like a king and have the dinner like a beggar. But what we do it reverse. We do it reverse. In the early morning, what we'll do, instead of having a breakfast, heavy breakfast, what we'll do, we'll have just one idli or two idli, one chapati or two slices of bread, and we'll keep our stomach empty. And what we'll do in the night time, we have a lot of time to have enough dinner, so we'll eat tummy full of dinner, and we'll go for sleep. So after eating, you will go for a sleep. So there is a statement that you should have your breakfast, right, like a king, have your dinner like a beggar. Only a limited amount of the or the quantity of the food you have to take during night time, right? You have to take a good food and good quantity and quality of the food in the morning hours. Okay, so if you skip the meal, what is going to happen? If you skip the meal, what is going to happen? The acids that are present in the stomach, they get into the intestines and check for the food. If the food is not there, what is going to happen? They are going to eat away your intestines. So that gives you the burning sensation, and finally that leads to the ulcers. That leads to ulcers. Okay, pundu aithe local ulcers aithe. So that is the reason why you should not skip your meal. You have to take a good food, good quality and quantity of the food. Is that clear? So if you are skipping the meal, then you are welcoming the ulcers. Okay. So this is all about the acids and bases that we use in our daily life, which we get naturally. So all these acids and bases are found naturally in the nature. And there are few acids and bases which are prepared artificially in the laboratory. In the laboratory. Okay, is that clear? Right, antacid. So antacid example, you can take the eno, gelusil, histac, rantac, pantoc. ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఏమంటారంటే వీటన్నిటిని antacids అని అంటారు. Antacids. So these antacids are basic in nature. Antacids are basic in nature. So when acidic content increases in your stomach, that leads to the acidity. That leads to acidity, right? Sometimes chest burn, heartburn, and right. So that leads to acidity. So to control that acidity, we'll go for the antacid basic, so which is going to subside the acids that are generated or produced in the stomach. Okay, which is going to neutralize and gives us relief, right? You can see the few advertisements saying that in 6 seconds, right, the acidity will come down. The acidity will come down. So antacids contains basic in nature, not strong basic, weak basic. Okay, and not only that, you might have observed in the tiffin centers like vada and mirchi bhaji, you can see the size of that vada and mirchi will be bulked like anything, right? And so that is because of what? Adding baking soda in it. Baking soda. Baking soda, which is basic salt, which releases carbon dioxide, That is the reason why the cakes, buns, the bread is spongy and soft in nature, and it is also used for cooking purpose. Right? You are attacked by, the wasp. So as wasp contains basic nature, right? Wasp releases the base. You should not apply the base. You need to apply what? The little what we call the acids. Acids like what? The lemon or the tamarind. Yes, you can apply the lemon, tamarind, or vinegar. Right? Vinegar is available at our houses. Right? Vinegar contains acetic acid. Vinegar. Vinegar contains what? Acetic acid, which is used in the foods, right? Especially fast food centers, they use this acetic acid, and not only that, in the pickles. If you buy the pickles which are sold in the market, or you can see on the label, preservatives, preservatives. So acetic acid is one of the preservative used to preserve the pickles from the spoilage, from the spoilage. Okay, and then you have. Yes, you have another question. So vast religious base, we will get irritation. But when we eat basic food, why we will not get irritation or burning sensation? Yes. See, the foods that you take in our daily life contains acids and bases. But these acids and bases are very weak acids and weak bases which are suitable to our body. Right? Our body can withstand to the suitable acids and bases. But if that acids are having more acidic nature, that is not suitable. So our body cannot withstand to the strong acids and strong bases. It can withstand only to the weak acids and weak bases. Weak acids and weak bases. Antacid you are taking that contains weak base. Bitter gourd you are taking that contains weak base. Right? All the fruits, vegetables which contains acids, they are weak acids. They are very weak acids. Moreover, they are minerals. They are minerals. That means which are found naturally under the naturally found in the plants, as in the form of the fruits and vegetables. They are present in the fruits and vegetables. Okay, they are naturally found. Okay, Chakra. And then we have another question, right? Venom of the snake is acid. Exactly, I don't know. I'll just refer and I'll let. Okay, we know of the snake is acidic or basic. Okay, we'll just check out. But our body has, moreover, our body contains all the things, right? Acidic nature and the basic nature, everything our body has. But in the stomach, we have HCl acids, gastric fluid, HCl, right? Yes, the snake venoms are acidic in nature. It is acidic in nature and slight basic, whose pH is found some around more than 7. More than 7. More than 7 means it is basic in nature. More than 7 means it is basic in nature. Okay. So slightly, some of them contain slightly acidic and some of them contain slightly basic, because they have three types of snake venoms. Three types of the snake venom. Sometimes it contains slightly acidic and slightly basic, right? Okay. So some of them they contain slightly acidic, some of them are slightly basic in nature. A very good question by Vikas. The next, Satvik has a question. Sir, our body is not suitable for strong acid. Yes, it is not suitable because strong acids and strong bases are corrosive in nature. Strong acids and strong bases are corrosive in nature. Okay, so they eat away the metal. For example, when I pour the strong acid on the metal, strong acid will react with the metal, right, and leads to corrosion. See, if the metal is itself undergoing a corrosion, what about our skin? Right? What about our skin? It easily undergoes corrosion. Right? Whenever any person is attacked by the acids, what is going to happen? Say, for example, you might have observed few incidents where the persons are attacking the women or women attacking the men with the acids, with the acids. So whenever they attack with the acids, you can see the skin burns away, and sometimes the muscle gets burns away. That is because of the corrosive nature of the acids and bases. That is because of the corrosive nature of acids and bases. Is that clear?